activity does not mean entertaining.
Hey, it can be entertaining to all the XP laners out there.
Uranus has never been entertaining to us.
Hey,
Not gonna lie.
some people like to watch paint dry.
That's
we
true.
can't
That's true.
count them out, okay?
Yeah, I'm not gonna hate on the people who love to watch
Alright.
paint dry, or I'm not even gonna allude to another thing. Anyways, so Team Spirit, SRG, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be fire. I'm just gonna pretend I'm hyping up the crowd, even though the Indonesian broadcast doing it. Thank you, Ranger Emas, for helping us out. Gonna be an interesting one. Fire off in the chat. Who walked away with a better draft? Team Spirit or SRG? Welcome to the one and only game between these two massive teams.
Who won the
to
fandom,
Mobile
by the way?
Legends.
Because like it was neck and neck
Yeah.
earlier, but then it went away. I wonder who won that fandom vote.
Hope it comes up again.
Yeah, hopefully. But looking at this once again, you know, I think the game plan for Team Spirit is exactly what they had to have happen. I know you guys maybe not fans of the Uranus, but I think the pieces of this puzzle for defeating SRG and getting starting of that revenge is there. Stormy already put in the flicker.
Yeah. That was a very interesting choice by Stormy to walk up there, but I gotta say, who's gonna stop Skies, man?
Yep.
Like, who's gonna stop him from just walking up against that backline?
It's gonna be like a very demanding game for one shot. Hey, one shot, make your Mountain Chakra perfect every single time.
Yeah.
Well, you can either do that, or maybe we're gonna see something from Sawa too. Like we've seen some pretty crazy Raging Sandstorms, you know. But yes, trying to catch a joy with the Raging Sandstorm is gonna be very difficult. But again, if you can go ahead and get things started early on, I think this is where Team Spirit's lineup can shine, and then you kind of lean towards Hiko later on if he scales up. But I guess the biggest difficulty for them really is dealing with how fast and mobile this lineup from SRG can be when it comes to the objective takes as well. If we take a look at the emblems here. Again, you know, building into this, you've got Yums, and I think you can almost count on Yums to have a easier time on his setup. Whoa,
No flicker for Stormy, and he still decides to go in. One shot. Not necessarily a one shot there, but it's first blood to Team Spirit.
Stormy just a little too aggressive after not having the flicker
Back
earlier
to back.
on. I mean, like, what's... You know, I'm surprised he was even in that position.
Generally, you want to be a little bit more patient. Wait,
Gonna go all in the one shot. Mountain coming down, and again, no one there to stop Skies. Oh, he burst through him. I guess that's an answer. Jungle for jungle.
yeah, we need to graduate when we have raw damage power this early on.
Yeah, big trade there. Turtle still being up. Look at this focus up here on Cram. They're just going to set up to control the Turtle now. Yum still waiting for that level 4. But again, you got to go grab the buffs here for both junglers, and then we'll see if they meet up. This time around, though, you'll have like those level 4s available. Yum's nearly there. Instant gets his Stormy as well. So, you know, in a way, you're just playing around the potential window of picking someone off here. This guy's jumping for Sawa.
Wait, they're going to my beats on him. Raging Sandstorm over on Yums. The targeting from SRG feels very off.
It really does. Very uncharacteristic. And Team Spirit, of course, expect them to make no mistakes and punish when the opposing team is making mistakes.
Again, they can go on Bomba. He's able to flicker around now, but that's the stun. Stormy on the board. Mountain Shocker could flicker around by Stormy. As Skies walks up with his beats over to Sunset Lover. He has to wait by Wings. Gets caught, but it's a retry win for one shot. Sunset Lover flickering back, and it's Yums plus Cram with a combo to get him down.
So that was a whole lot that just happened, and it seemed messy, right? But it was also just that kind of mobility and chaos that this lineup, the SRG has. A kick, though.
Great kick, and they all in on him. Sawo down.
You know, because when you're thinking about running around...
Oh, ooh, unfortunate. I think the arrow,
The trap.
the trap specifically, yeah, was not able to land onto him. TS and SRG, I think they need to find some sort of balance at this point. There's been too much happening in the center.
They go on Yums. Great Mountain Chakra into the airstrike, and even the Raging Sandstorm, man. When they commit, they throw everything.
You gotta remember, Sunset Lover, just one of the interesting things about him is he loves his far side. I think every single time we've seen him compete in the internationals, he's at least had an MVP performance on the far side. And right now, timing is showing that. Taking a look at the items too here, that Genius Wand is actually built up, so maybe that's part of it, of why this burst of magic damage is happening. Sakai's has one himself too. So again, that's gonna work in relation to, you know, having Stormy. And so we'll see how this next turtle does play out.
Really good damage there. Hit Bomba, making sure to get a bit more. He go to bottom lane, goes on Innocent! That's away the dragon to lock him down, and it's Innocent who picks up the kill.
Call an ambulance, but not for me. He had help. Innocent was not alone.
Electrifying beats on one shot. He's actually quite tanky. He dashes away, Mountain Shocker, one shot! Gets the kill on Skies with a helpless Sunset. Now it's Sawo jumping out of Stormy. Has to bring a Sandstorm, and it's a flicker out from Stormy.
Sunset Lover is locked in, man. Again, with that right on time at stun to help one shot survive that. I know we asked the question earlier on, Mirko, who's going to stop Sakai's? Well, so far, Team Spirit has at least had an answer, but how long can they maintain that? The fight for this turtle, though, they do control it. you're not going to be able to contest that. One shot secures the second turtle of the game.
You could definitely feel the nerf on Lapu Lapu, dude. If it was the old Lapu, Cram would have had to ult back up. They maybe would have been able to contest, but again, it was on cooldown for a lot longer, and he's going to have to deal with that.
Yeah, hence why Sakai's just decided I'm not even going to go near the turtle. We're not going to have our ultimate on the Lapu back in time. I'm just going to go ahead and go back to my jungling pattern. Team Spirit might be moving a little bit too fast, weirdly enough, for SRG with how fast their lineup goes.
Way the Dragon, but it's on just on Sawo. Bomba jumps to the back line. They've already used a lot of their resources now. As one-shot goes for the chase with Bomba. It's now Cram who gets targeted down. The Abyssal arrow doesn't land. The Cram stun as well.
Okay, they keep it together. Sawo going down there. You know, this is what we were talking about. That might be the struggle with the Khalid. Taken again, once, look at the items here, DHS only. Both 1 items here locked in for both gold laners, but that will be a turret that goes down. So you see that 1,000 gold now in the hands of Innocent against Hiko. This is why I was saying, part of that game plan of Team Spirit, they've got to allow Hiko to come online and be able to plan to that. Now the problem with that is if Hiko's putting himself in a position where he's getting further behind, that gets even more increasingly difficult to deal with.
Yeah, and I think Hiko has been the one that suffered with this playstyle that Team Spirit brought with wanting to control a lot of the objectives and the center of the map, is that they really couldn't help their carry as much as they wanted to. It's a 1,000 gold deficit for Hiko, and for Team Spirit, you know, I'm really starting to see the value of this hero-ness. I think I'm going to reel back a little bit on my, no, I wouldn't say hate on the hero, but my slight dislike.
I guess it's just, you know, again, it's one of those heroes that if you want to play the XP lane in a specific way, there's not many heroes that do it better than Uranus in terms of like being able to stand against multiple. There's a kick.
Yep, it's onto Sawo again. This time it's Yums who picks up the kill with the Way to Dragon. One shot, able to go for Mana Shock, Purify out from Innocent. The Abyssal arrow goes wide. Sunset, really good dodge.
I was also just thinking, oh wait, I think there might be more action, but SRG thinking it's slow.
Yeah, they're gonna go on Bomba here. The Abyssal arrow earlier as well. Cram's gonna be looking for the blade now. Has to stun! Oh! Fast can be Sunset level with Flicker out now as that's Innocent jumping in with the BMI. Cram now caught. It's Hiko able to dash away.
Cool, right now too, just controlling the side of the jungle. Kid Bulma trying to help out.
The arrow from the side now. Hiko to Cram, breaking stance from that as Hiko will fall to the trap as Cram comes in as well. That's another arrow from Stormy. Sunset lever forced back, and now it's Bomba trying to go for some kills. Stormy very, very low. Bomba just needs a few more hits. It's Stormy! Juke it away, but can he survive? Sawo with the flicker in, able to get the kill on Stormy. Now it's Yums on the Cho. GQ though gets him out of there. Cram, bravest fighter, takes away the gold crab and backs off.
Oh, there's more happening up top too. This guy's popping the beats. They're gonna force him out of the jungle. He should be able to get away just fine unless Sawo wants to do something about it. Doesn't have the Raging Sandstorm, so even with a Feathered Airstrike, no follow-up through there, but you're seeing what's happening. Even under the supposedly protection of the turrets, they have to keep their head on a swivel, man. There's arrows flying around, there's electrifying beats everywhere. Yums is trying to kick and a blaze into it, and then even Cram, man. 3-0-3 right now on this Lapu Lapu. He's been able to find the stuns where he needs to, and it's just providing a lot of that durability up in the front line.
Dude, Innocent is so far ahead.
Yeah. He got to the Trinity way faster compared to Hiko, a level ahead of him. Hiko's still barely able to scratch for the last item. I think the DHS is the only thing that he's lacking right now in his build. Already up to the Golden Staff and the Corrosion.
Yep.
I think we're going to start seeing Team Spirit form themselves like this a little bit more. If Sawo's going to be there, they're going to make sure that Sunset are not...
What? Goes in solo kill up top! Yums! Way out the Dragon, the Raging Sandstorm comes in, and again it's Innocent with a double, make it 3 as he picks up a kill on Sawo.
A triple kill for the Beast again. Oh,
both Innocent and Cram styling on the map. 4 members of Spirit down, and it is a red map.
Redmar, you mentioned the side lanes of SRG. Well, there you go.
That's their highlight. We also brought up the fact that Hiko, after M6, seemed to have dipped down under the radar, a little bit more low-key, and his performance has been here and there. Innocent, he's not just the beast. What was it? Half man, half beast.
Half man, half beast. Oh!
The Dragon baiting out the Raging Sandstorm. That's value. The Consecration also baited out. Sunset Lover trying to deal damage. Cram again jumps in with Bravest Fighter. One shot taken down by the music of Skies. Hiko falls as well to Innocent and Cram. 0-4-0. No Hiko Mania in M7.
Oh, completely shut down in this game. An arrow
lands on Sawo. GQ, no! Everything in the kitchen sink thrown at Sawo. He survives with a sliver of health as Bomba tries to hold the lines.
Yikes, it's completely slipped out of the hands of Team Spirit and SRG, continuing their streak of domination from yesterday. 6,000 gold lead and counting. They have been clean, they have been on point, they've been layering their crowd control and initiations perfectly as a team. And Team Spirit, who have been roaming around the map, who have forgotten their gold laner, are getting punished for their overextensions and rotations.
Okay, what can Team Spirit do to stay in this game? The problem, once again, and that's been the whole case, is from every angle, every opening, whether it's in front of them or behind them, Yums gonna jump in.
Wait, the Dragon finding him again, and Sunset Lover falling Innocent with a blazing duet, tears through them. Sawo in the mid lane just trying to survive, and Skies walks up, and Eco will get slayed by Graham. He falls as well. It's a big shutdown, at least for one shot. But take a look at the base turrets. One down in the mid lane, a second one up top, and now the last one in the bottom lane getting worked on by Innocent. Bomba and one shot. Can they defend? The arrow doesn't land. Good trace this out. Skies building up stacks now to look for the X-Fine piece. Innocent going through, and Abyssal arrow doesn't land again. They clear out the waves, but they lose 3 base turrets.
Base turrets down, a base exposed. Team Spirit looking for any spirit they can find in this game against SRG. Complete dominance in the past minutes here. You know, we're only 12 and a half minutes in. That's the crazy thing. I was thinking this would go with the 20-minute mark, but man, look at the difference here. Across the lanes, and yes, especially the gold lane, man. Innocent, 3.5K ahead of Hiko. That is about as shut down as you get.
Okay, way to drag it. Oh, Innocent! Tearing through the back line of Spirit, and now it's Asawa and Bomba that have to take it, that are forced to take it. Bomba, the Uranus is tanky, but against 4 members, there ain't no way you survive, and now it's just one shot.
One shot, all left alone against the full force of the Giants.
Ring the bell, ring the bell.
It's GG throwing the towel. Team Spirit cannot handle Selangor Red Giants.
What a game again for SRG. Looking clean as ever, not given that chance of Team Spirit to get any sense of revenge.
The Giants continue to tame the Dragons internationally. Will the strength continue? Will we somehow see them go up against each other? But for now, their paths will split as SRG will go to the 2-0 column, while Team Spirit will go.
So very quick game. And I would also say that when we look at the MVP here, which is going to be Innocent, the half-man, half-beast on this Claude, he had to be one of the players that hit that Trinity power spike that we're usually talking about with Marksman. Probably one of the fastest. I think he hit it around 9-10, at least so far through M7. Again, he was, you know, he always does it. Like, when it's the Claude specifically, like, again, you're able to go ahead and farm up. Then you can early, you look at this, it almost feels like, you know, when we just saw with the Tro performance in the previous series, but this time it's the gold lane. And you know, even when you look at that and you look at the disparity between the gold lane here, again, Hiko, yes, just like I said with Cho earlier, the team had to somehow bring that together.